What would you do if you found out a homeless man had secretly paid your entire college tuition? The financial aid office called me with the strangest news I had ever heard. They told me that the anonymous donor who had been paying my tuition for the last 4 years wanted to meet me. I assumed my scholarship came from some wealthy alumni foundation, but I agreed to go. When I walked into the cafe, I scanned the room for a businessman in a suit. Instead, the only person there was a man with a tattered coat and a beard that hadn't been trimmed in months. He smiled and waved at me like we were old friends. I sat down completely confused and told him I couldn't possibly accept money from him. He just smiled and said it was already done. He pulled a binder from his backpack, revealing bank statements, receipts, and printed screenshots of my grades. He had highlighted every single A in yellow. I asked where the money came from, and he explained he had won a settlement from a workplace injury years ago. When I asked why he wasn't spending it on himself, he led me outside to his car. It was beat up with blankets piled high in the back seat. He was living in his car just to pay for my school. And not just mine. He showed me a shoebox full of photos and graduation announcements. I was student number 6. All of us were nursing students. When I asked him why he chose nursing, he pulled out a worn photo of a teenage girl. It was his daughter, Dana. She had worked 3 jobs trying to save for nursing school, but life kept knocking her down. She eventually lost hope and took her own life because she felt she had no future. 8 months later, he got the settlement money. He told me he would live under a bridge forever if it meant no other kid had to lose their dream because of money. I graduated that spring, and now every month a part of my paycheck goes back into his fund. We are up to 9 students now, and we pick them together. Comment YTA if I should have refused the money and made him spend it on a home for himself. Comment NTA if honoring his daughter's legacy was the right thing to do. What would you do?